Howdy and hello. It's Friday after school and I'm getting ready to do some exciting things in my classroom. Also, are these not the cutest little cactus earrings? And it's just one of those Fridays where you put on your teacher socks and get ready for a lot of afternoon work. So I thought I would share with you, it's been a while since we've done a Friday after school, what I do. And today's an exciting day too. So stay tuned. It's gonna get crazy. When I say put on your teacher socks, I really did mean put on your teacher socks. I keep a pair in my teaching bag so that I can put them on and wear socks in my classroom instead of shoes on days like today when I just need to put on my teacher socks. All right, the exciting thing that's happening today is this is going away and we're going back to tables, my friends. It is happening. Now, before we get crazy, I just want to recognize the fact that there's still a lot of you who don't even have small humans in your classroom, and I recognize and acknowledge how blessed I am to be in a situation where I'm even considering putting my kids in tables, and I'm thankful for that. I want you to know that I thought about this long and hard, and I have gotten permission from my principal to do this thing, barring that we still, or given that we still wear our masks and wipe everything down and all the things that we've been doing. But we are good to put our desks into tables. Now, I know that there's a lot of you who do this, but have like protectors between your desks, and I'm not saying that's any of that's wrong or that this is better or anything like that. Disclaimer, I'm not over here trying to say that everybody should go put their desks and tables and forget all the things. But we're in a position here in our school, in our community, where that is a good and mostly safe option. And so we're gonna try it out and see how it goes, and continue using all our other safety practices to ensure that this is still a safe option. So just before anybody panics, I promise this was thought out long and hard and carefully considered and determined to be safe for our community. All right, so the first thing we had to do is we had to have all the kids pull up the green Velcro that I've been using to mark off the rows all year long, which was probably the greatest idea ever. So if any of you are getting ready to go back to school and will be sitting in rows, green Velcro on the floor has been a lifesaver. I'm gonna use it to mark off the edges of the tables going forward. But for right now, I need to look at my seating chart, move all the desks to where they need to be. So here we go. I cannot even begin to express to you right now how huge my classroom feels. Like, I feel like I just don't have enough seats now or something. It feels ginormous in here. All right, what was gonna be a Friday after school vlog turned into a, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed and I'm not filming any more vlog. So I'm back. It's Tuesday now. We have our desks and tables and we've had them that way all week. So we're testing that out. Yesterday was a little bit hectic. They were kind of getting used to the idea of sitting in tables again, and there was a lot of leaning across and whispering to each other and things that I'm like, don't do that, please. But today was so much better, so I think it was just kind of an adjustment period yesterday. And also, my room is massive. Like, I have so much space to lay my library books on the floor. So much room. My practicum student who's with me was asking if I had spread these dots out. I haven't. This is the same as it was before. There's just so much more room in here now that we have all these desks in tables instead. It also helps that I only have 23 students instead of 27, which is what I had last time we had our desks and tables. So that's a beautiful thing. We're learning about measurement right now. So we got all our units of measurement up on the board. But I'm just so excited about all the space in my room. I'm the worst. This happens almost every day. I hear the sweepers, our custodians who do the vacuuming at the end of the day, coming. I can hear them next door right now. And then I'm like, I forgot to spray down my tables. So I'm gonna go spray the tables real fast before the custodians get here. Whoops. Okay, I didn't share this with you before, so I wanted to do that really fast. I got this idea from Shelly over on Early Adventures. She played this with her kids on Zoom, and I was like, oh, looks like a fun game. We'll play it in the classroom. So we played this game called The Unfair Game. So what I did is I made this Jeopardy style board, and we used it to review edition and a subtraction, 3-digit addition and subtraction, I believe. I don't know, something with math. And what I would have them do is I split them up into 2 teams. And so the team would choose a number on the board. So let's say they chose 13. And then they would say if they wanted to keep or give their points. Then they'd answer a question. And if they got the question right, then they got the points. So, hold on. Sorry for that interruption. So they would say like, okay, we want number 13 and we're going to keep our points. They'd answer the question, they get it right. I click on number 13 and they get the points. Now, what we told them at the beginning is this game is unfair. So there's positive and negative points throughout the games and you never know what you're going to get. And it was super fun because the kids have no idea if they're getting points or losing points. My class all decided to keep their points the entire game. And we had one team who lost everything and one team who got a lot of points. And so they were a clear winner. So we had a good discussion about being good sports and losing fairly. And yeah, it was super fun. Good review, easy game to play the unfair game. If you don't know how to do this so that you can click on it and link to the slides, I have a video on how to make Jeopardy on PowerPoint. And that's how I did it. So unfair game, super fun option for review. I love getting awesome ideas from teachers on the internet, YouTube, Pinterest, all the places. I'm a big fan. So thank you, Shelly, for sharing that idea because it was super fun in our class. We're all in person and it worked great. She's played it on Zoom and it's worked super awesome for them too. Great game, super fun. Highly recommend, especially if your kids like playing games like Blue Kit. If you haven't played Blue Kit yet, get on there, do that thing, because that game is similar where you never know if you're going to be able to steal people's money or keep your own or what it is. So it was kind of reminiscent of that game, which they liked that too. Anyway, that was my super fun game that we've played in the past couple of weeks. I went to the library last night and checked out every book they had on idioms. So I'll show you a couple of those, the ones I liked and the one I didn't, the ones not so great. So that if you're teaching idioms, you can use those books too. That I read at the library, so we have all the books. Okay, most of these I found suggested online. So we've got this one, My Teacher Likes to Say, which they also have a version for like mom, dad, and grandma. It has idioms with their explanations. We've got this set. There's one other one. It's not right here. You Are What You Eat, Butterflies in My Stomach. That has a story that has a bunch of idioms in it and really cute illustrations. We've got these sets, the Just an Expression sets that have sports. Oh, here's the other one of those other ones. And medical and body and school and food, just like tons of different kinds of expressions. And they have the expression, the origin, they use it in a few sentences. These are definitely more for older kids, but still really interesting. I thought they were interesting anyway. This is the one I read out loud to the class, Why the Banana Split. It has a bunch of idioms for running away, and it's really cute. These ones are awesome because this is kind of what we'll be making for our class project. They have an idiom and an illustration, and then upside down on the bottom of the page, they have the explanation. There's that one and this one that are the same way. This is a cute book. It's a story, basically like an encouragement story, but all the words are just idioms. So that one takes a bit more explanation. And then there's this one called Raining Cats and Dogs, which is very similar to the teacher one, where it has an idiom, what it means, and an explanation, as well as some fun pictures to go with it. The kids liked this one as well. So I used these books. I just kind of gave them to the kids to let them look through. This is the one I read out loud. Then we did a PowerPoint that taught them the meaning of a bunch of idioms, and tomorrow we'll illustrate, not legally, logically, exact interpretation. Words are failing me right now. The cat's got my tongue. What the idioms mean. So we'll draw realistic, a literal, that's what it is, a literal image to match our idioms tomorrow. So these are the books that we tried out, and most of them are pretty good. Like I said, these ones are a little bit above their pay grade, but the rest of them are really cute. In the world of other things that are going on in my classroom right now, we're doing a fun writing project. My practicum student is teaching it, but it's really cute, so I'll show it to you really fast. So we're doing opinion writing. So I've got my opinion writing sentence starters up. She read them this book, I Want an Iguana. And now they're doing the I Want to Get a Pet. So they're writing which pet they think they should get and the reasons why. So we're just doing some basic opinion writing for that. It's turned out really cute so far. They're asking for all sorts of bizarre pets. So that'll be really cute and fun. It's a nice simple one. And I love writing for these early grades that starts with a book because it gives them something to go off because they're not great at brainstorming. I don't know if I showed you these, but when we learned about maps, these are our maps of our islands that we made. They turned out really cute. They've been up for a while. I need to take them down soon. The moral of the story is there's lots of fun things happening in second grade right now. With my phonics group, I took the high group. So our school is doing kind of this phonics intervention time, and I've got the kids who are above grade level. So we've been working on sentences and other writing curriculum. So we've been talking about subjects and predicates. So we're getting ready to write our own simple sentence books. So I'm going to show them Bob books, which basically have 1 to 2 tiny little sentences per page. And we're going to write our own Bob books essentially for kindergarten and first graders. So we're going to try and use the phonics principles we've learned this year to do words that will help them learn. And we're also going to try and use what we've learned about subjects and predicates to make good complete sentences. Plus it'll be fun because they get to illustrate them and make their own books. So lots of good things happening with that. That's another project you could try and do with like your advanced reader group. Have them make games and stories and books for your lower readers. I generally say that it's for kids in lower grades just because we're not trying to make anybody feel bad, but you could use them for anybody. Super fun opportunities to play games and stuff like that. I feel like this is getting really boring and turning into a monologue of me talking about desks and books. So I'm probably going to cut it off here. Just know that things are going well. Spring break, as you can see back behind me over there, is coming and we're gonna live until then. If you are feeling like you need a countdown chain, I support you in making one. I'm considering making one and hiding it under my desk. Kids don't need to know about it, but I'm definitely counting down till spring break. If I can make it to spring break, I can probably do anything. It is possible. For all of you guys who are getting ready to have kids come back into the classroom, I'm thrilled to death for you. Congratulations. Oh, that's got to be an amazing thing. I am so, so grateful every day to live in a place where we got to be in the classroom all year long. It's the greatest. I don't think I've told this story yet, so we're going to share this as a closing thought. The custodian came and I forgot to end the video. We had all the kids sitting back doing a story. My practicum student, who's like a student teacher, was reading the story to them, and the kid in the story hates school. So she asked the kids, like, how do you guys feel about school? And most of them were like, oh, I love school. And a couple of them were like, no, I hate school too. You know, like in their silly voices, they didn't really mean it. And one of the kids yells above all the rest of them and he goes, I love school. School is my hobby. I have never related to a statement more in my entire life. My hobby is also school. What do I do in my free time? School. What do I do in my other free time? Think about school. School is totally my hobby. And hopefully if school is your hobby, you are looking forward to a break from your hobbies. When spring break comes in just a couple weeks, we can make it. I have not eaten candy out of my candy stash in 2 days now. I'm practically a hero. It's fine. Hold your applause. Anyway, that's all I have for you in this super nonchalant, semi-boring vlog update of life in our happy world of our tables are back. And that's all I got for you today. See ya.